power and the miracle of the sprinkler system that he has made. Rainfall. If there was no rainfall and we had to water the entire planet, we would be faced with three main problems, as I've mentioned before. One, transportation, getting it out of the ocean, and three, purification, getting the salt out, and also distribution, spreading it over the dry land. We don't have to figure this out because God already did it for us. To get around transportation problem, God used heat. The rays of the sun turns water into a vapor that is now 900 times lighter than water. This vapor is now easily lifted and transported into the sky and formed into clouds. And I think this in school we learn about the water cycle. I think this is what this is talking about. The second problem, the deadly salt, is solved using evaporation. God evaporates the water and leaves all the minerals and impurities behind. What about the distribution problem? Because the vapors of the clouds are still now hanging in the air over the ocean, which doesn't need any more water, it's the dry land that needs it. Here's another miracle. God sends along winds to spread out the clouds. It is important to know God as creator because, in a sense of humility, it is important to know God as creator because in knowing him, we acknowledge that he created us and not we ourselves. It gives a sense of humility and safety. We can gladly worship him on the Sabbath day because we acknowledge that he is the creator, and in 6 days he made heaven and earth and rested on the seventh day. Friends, if wind can obey our creator God, so will I. At this time, we will have a special song from Sister Hylet Virgo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name right. And then we will go into our lesson study, which will be done by Sister Irita Hazel.
Happy Sabbath, saints. You know, this weekend it's reflection. Even though we know Christ didn't die in this time, but we're reflecting on his death. It's always a good time to remember he died, but most importantly, he's risen. Amen?
Stillness fill the heavens on crucifixion day. Some say it rained. I don't know if it's true. Well, I can just imagine 10,000 angels cried. That would seem like rain to me and you. The angels all stood ready to take him from the tree. They waited for the words from his voice. And when he asked the question, why hast thou forsaken me? They watched